So you won again, your second time ever.
Yes.
How is that possible? How is a car with this speed, team with this much speed? I've only been here in Australia a couple months, but how is it only twice? Is it luck? What's the situation here?
I think luck was tonight, but you know these guys are so good over here, and I've only done limited races, so I'll take whatever I can get. We get 2 wins this season, we get 1, we get 3, we get 4. I'll take whatever we can get.
Well, it does seem like the competition is varying in Australia, but it does seem like if you go to all the big events, you're up against some very stiff competition, and it seems like y'all haven't shied away from the big stages.
You know, those guys, you go down to Victoria and Perth, and you got a lot of local heroes there that just know the track inside out. So you know those guys are really hard to compete against. And then you get the guys who travel all the time, and you know they've done 20+ years of racing, and yeah, they just know what they got to do. So you know, trying to beat that experience at my age, I suppose, and you know, such limited racing I get to do is pretty hard. But you just got to take every time you go on the track as a learning opportunity, and really become a sponge.
Well, and it's funny because you know. They announce your name, they say from Gympie, Queensland, Australia. That's super sedan country. How in the hell do you end up in sprint car racing at your age being a kid from Gympie? You're supposed to be door banging.
Yeah, there's not much.
Driving up a hill taller than the holler over there, you know.
Yeah, there's not much that goes on in Gympie, but if it wasn't for Dad getting in a sprint car, I wouldn't know what they are. But yeah, I did a bit of sedans back in the day, back when I was 10 years old, but.
10 years old, you're in a super sedan?
No, just in a little junior sedan. But
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm glad to be in these, and we're doing pretty good, I reckon.
Well, and then obviously y'all have a pretty good outfit here. It seems like y'all have good car, good equipment. But something that keeps being a reoccurring thing for me when I'm talking to Australians is everybody's working. They got some kind of job they're going and doing, and you're not like just sitting at home running daddy's business from a computer and hanging out with hot chicks on the beach. It's not the yacht club membership like the United States is.
Yeah.
So you're still out there as I guess a day laborer? Like what do you do still?
I'm a heavy diesel mechanic. So like last week I was 6 hours out west from where I live, just working in Dad's workshop out there, and keep trying to keep stuff running, and filling a little bit out there. So to come out there, we'll come from out there to home, and then you go racing. My mind probably wasn't on it all week, so you got to adapt pretty quick, and just try and get the job done.
So like this last week in particular, you would go work 12-hour day, 10-hour day, and
something. I think 10, 12-hour days. So
and then leave Thursday to the to the house, or
drove back home Thursday afternoon, and so again Friday I was back home working, and flew out early this morning. So I was actually pretty worried that because my mom wasn't on it all week, and I didn't really think about it because I was too busy working, that I wouldn't lose it in a sense, but you just don't remember everything. But when you go for whole laps, it just all comes back.
So how does something like this even work? Obviously it sounds like y'all do a lot of working, but y'all do a lot of racing. Is it a lot of flying, and y'all have people taking the car around?
Yeah. Well, Dad, like for example, he was out with me out west. He was working as well, so he actually got back, I think, Friday morning, and jumped straight from one truck into this one for here.
And is that how it usually works?
Sometimes, like we've obviously got the trucking company, so there's a few drivers that can take it, if one's free. But when it comes down to it, it's either Dad or Keith, and someone who's free.
Well, and then obviously Sydney International here. What did you think? What was your take back from that?
It was good. Like
two different tracks. We were just talking about it earlier in the night at heat races. It was like, what is this? Let's all go home. And then it completely changed from there on out. They reworked the track, got it good, and the shape and everything looked great.
Yeah. Like every time I've been here, it's just been a different ball game. Like they had those drainage issues last time, and 3 and 4 were like really heavy, and then 1 and 2 was sort of like tonight. But I don't know. It's their first night out, and they've got a lot to learn. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it, because everyone's trying to learn and adapt to what we've been given, and we've been given a great racetrack. I think they just got to really probably work a bit. I wouldn't say work a bit harder, but just really try and adapt to what they have, and make good racing for all of us.
Right, and I guess that's basically what they did tonight. They adapted, changed the track when they saw it was going the wrong direction. Seemed like the A-main track was pretty good. You had to drive a little bit to get through it.
Yeah.
Some very hectic moments in lap traffic as well.
Yeah. It was such a fast track like that. Everyone's sort of up on the pace, and no one really is different in speed. So trying to make decisions and passing is, you just got to be really smart about it, otherwise you're going home from the tilt track.
What kind of track does it remind you of now?
I'll probably say a little bit like Perth, just how it gets up on the fence. Like, I haven't really raced on any other track that's so close to the fence other than Perth and here, so I'd probably say it feels like Perth, but it's not like Perth, but it feels like Perth. And
it's smaller, for sure.
Yeah. And the racing, I'm not sure, the racing's just so fast, so, you know, it's just another hammer-down racetrack. The East Coast stuff we've got, you know, there's a lot of rain, a lot of moisture, so, you know, the tracks have always been so heavy this season for us, so it's really nothing different.
Well, and there was a little rain during the A-main. Did you notice it at all?
Yeah, I think it probably saved it, so you kept a bit of moisture up the top. Well, I reckon if it was to dry out, it probably would have been pretty second-hand, but yeah, I reckon if we didn't have it, it would be a completely different race and turnout.
And then, so what's going to be your remaining racing schedule here in Australia?
Got Gladstone this weekend, 2 nights for Easter, and then I have a week off, and then back to Toowoomba, and then Queensland title in Maryborough in May, and then that's me done for the season. I think that's pretty close to 40 shows for the season.
That's a lot for an Australian team, I feel like.
Yeah, I think we've done the most travelling out of any team in Australia and racing. So
while you're working weekly.
Yeah, while we're working. So, but I'm just glad to do it. You know, the results have paid off from our learning from going to different tracks. So I just want to keep doing it and get better.
And then how will there be, or if there is, any stateside racing? You've been there before. Didn't really have the results, or maybe the situation. I mean, it's hard to get the perfect situation over there. Anything happening this year?
No, probably not. There's just
or things up in the air still.
Yeah, well, a little bit up in the air, but there's just so much to be done at home. Getting everything ready for next season. You know, just filtering old parts and old cars and stuff out, getting it ready while trying to work. But yeah, last year was definitely a good experience. Can't thank Bernie and Betsy Stuart enough for letting Shannon and myself stay with them. You know, learn a whole heap off them, and you know, just met some really good guys over there. And yeah, just took it as a learning curve again. And you know, I'd love to go back, but I think I want to go back racing next time.
This is how we ride. This is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. Out on the dirt ovals we play, life in the bright lights with no shade. So letting her go, letting her rip, letting her fly, tossing her in sideways, living the life.